LawCall.
Welcome back, everyone. If you're just joining us tonight, we're talking about crime and punishment. Well, kind of, sort of. We know that none of our loyal viewers are out there doing any criminal activity.
And none of Novia's clients are going to be found guilty.
Yes. But we do want to take your questions. We're here with our host attorney tonight. It's BJ Servant from the law firm of Reynolds, Horn and Servant. And our guest attorney is Noia. I always have to make sure I pronounce it right. Noia Siki is our guest attorney tonight. And we are ready to take your questions. And we've actually got a couple of callers holding. We're going to start with Pam from Macon. Hey, Pam.
Hey, good evening, and thank you for taking my call. I really enjoyed your show.
Good, thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate that. And what's your question for us tonight, Pam?
I'm calling about the new speeding cameras in the school zone.
I was waiting on that call.
Very popular topic these days.
I have not been caught, but I would like to know, where can you find the list of schools that have the cameras? And then my next question is, or part two, is it really, do the cameras, are they effective an hour before the school starts, or are the lights on an hour before the school starts and an hour afterwards?
You know anything about school cameras? Have you heard all the scuttlebutt?
I have
they're
heard.
giving out like thousands of dollars worth of fines.
Yeah. That's what I've been hearing about them. But as far as the specifics of them, I'd have to look into that.
The schools will probably tell you. The Board of Education will probably tell you.
I would
open
think the
records request maybe.
Board of
tell you.
Education would be a good place to start,
Yeah.
or open
And maybe
records.
the sheriff's office too. So I did read something where they are going to give a grace period
Right.
from now until I think right after Thanksgiving or somewhere in there, and then after that, all bets are obviously
But
they're
from
back
a
on.
criminal law standpoint, how does that work in terms of, you know, you drive, they take a picture of your car and they
They
send you a
do.
bill. They haven't proven their case that you were driving your car, that you were speeding. They've had nobody testify you were speeding. They haven't done anything like that. And all of a sudden they just presume you're going to pay money. I guess you could hire a lawyer and fight it.
You can,
And they have
yes.
to prove all those things, and they probably wouldn't do that, would they?
Well, with the photo, you know, that's pretty strong evidence. But yes, they would still have to prove everything, all the other elements as well.
The radar was working, calibrated,
Exactly,
and all
that it was
kind of stuff.
calibrated.
Yeah.
So, and you may have a very good argument against that. So it's certainly something to consider and weigh your pros and cons about whether you want to pay it or fight it.
I'm not advocating speeding in school zones, but I got one of those tickets up in Atlanta on the Peach Pass, and I went over a solid white line. And,
Oh yeah,
and
you got to go with the dotted lines.
Yeah, and I didn't. They sent me a ticket in the mail, and I'm like, I wasn't even in Atlanta. And I turned over the ticket, and I'm, well, maybe I was.
So I said, when you see that photo of yourself, it's pretty
Sure does look like
convincing.
my car.
But if there's like somebody else in the household who could be driving the car, it may
Yes.
not have been you, could have been your husband, or something like that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
of course the companies will put those cameras up, take a piece of the money.
Oh yes.
So that's why
Yeah.
they do that.
Incentive.